I wouldn't rule out some hail up to the size of golf balls, maybe 2 inches in diameter, but for the majority of the storms that do produce hail, it won't be much larger than the size of quarters. Now, our tornado risk is massive. This is one of the biggest tornado risks that we've had in quite some time when it comes to square mileage that is covered. With that said, this is not a super high risk. However, there will likely be at least a few tornadoes today. We do have a 5% tornado risk that includes many areas in the mid-Mississippi Valley, including the Ozarks. Basically, all of Arkansas is included in this risk, including northern Louisiana and almost all of central Mississippi. We also have a marginal threat, which is our 2% tornado risk that goes from extreme southern Michigan all the way back into the Florida Panhandle. This does include most of Indiana as well, where a few tornadoes are possible. This will be primarily this afternoon into the early evening hours. So today is a very important day to make sure that you are staying weather aware, have multiple ways to receive warnings. There is a possibility that we go live covering this severe weather event later today on this channel, especially if we end up seeing tornado warnings.
https://www.war.gov/ Lapse in appropriations. The most recent appropriations for the Department of War expired at 11:59 p.m. EDT on Sept. 30, 2025. SPCAC 180,600. Day 1 Convective Outlook. NWS Storm Prediction Center, Norman, Oklahoma. 0100 MCDT Saturday, October 18, 2025. Valid 18120Z19120Z. There is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms from the Arklatex and Ozarks into parts of the lower mid-MS valleys. Summary. Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible today into tonight across parts of the Arklatex, Ozarks, mid to lower Mississippi and lower Ohio valleys, damaging wind. 2 tornadoes and hail may occur. Synopsis. A vigorous mid-upper level drop within southeast Central northern plains later today. In response to this system, established over the valley by early Sunday morning. As this occurred, a surface low develop along the coast from the central plain. This surface low is moved northeastward over the period. Insular winds from lower and high by Sunday morning. Into eastern locations from late morning onward. Northways not exclusive for region. Moderate buoyancy and strengthening weak layers here will support organized convection. The afternoon.
That they are massively understaffed, and this will result in people not being properly notified. There are not enough people to do the job. Quoting from the Texas Tribune from today, local and state officials were quick to point to weather forecasters that did not accurately predict the intensity of rainfall. I get that people are lashing out right now because they are sad, they are grieving, they are frustrated. I get that Texas officials are lashing out because they don't want to face responsibility for this. It's not their fault, but likewise, it is not the fault of the National Weather Service. It is the fault of Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the Republicans. When we see more Americans dying because they are not getting adequate notification, adequate warning in advance of these natural disasters.
https://www.war.gov/ Lapse in appropriations. The most recent appropriations for the Department of War October 18, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms from the Arctic. Ozarks into parts of the lower Mid-Atlantic valleys. Summary. Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible today into tonight across parts of the Arctic, Ozarks, mid to lower Mississippi and lower Ohio valleys. Damaging winds, acute tornadoes and hail may occur. Synopsis. A vigorous mid-upper level trough will dig southeastward across the central northern plains later today. In response to this system, a fourth-wave trough initially over the southern high plains will eject, quickly east northeastward during the day toward the Arctic. The combination of these systems will eventually result in development of a deep and progressive trough becoming established over the MS Valley by early Sunday morning. As this occurs, a surface low will develop along a cold front across the south-central plain. This surface low will deepen and move northeastward through the period, eventually reaching lower MI by 12 Sunday morning. Eastern Texas okay into parts of the lower Mid-MS Valley. Convection will likely increase in coverage in intensity from southern Maine to eastern North ATX from late morning to south. Injecting the northwest tropical with moderate buoyancy and strengthening these layers to organized convection. Spread eastward through the afternoon. Initial supercell development will pose a threat for hail and local damaging winds, along with some tornado potential. Increasing its ventral trend to favor eventual storm clustering and possible QLCS development. This time, resulting in a continued damaging wind threat, along with some embedded brief tornado potential. Guidance generally depicts a local buoyancy minimum across eastern AR into western TN by late afternoon, which could cause some weakening as storms move into this area. However, a notable increase in the low-level jet may support some re-intensification of storms during the evening near and east of the lower MS Valley. A continued threat for damaging winds and possibly a couple of tornadoes may persist overnight near and north of the central Gulf Coast vicinity. https://www.spc.noaa.gov/product/outlook/day1odl.html.
Okay, I Sarah. Now I'm gonna Sarah on PS5 edition.